Yeah, I don't know. I would have to start to read more into it because 584 is a little resistance here on the this large volume. It shows me that all this volume had came out, right? And this is where it stopped at 417. And so that $5, even if it goes to 559, those options should go up a lot more. So yeah, this is a inflection point, and we expect a little bounce at the end of the week if the Feds are hawkish. It could be a good play on a call side, risking 500. All right. Yeah, so it's kind of the last 2 days, it made a lower high. So it had a low here, a higher low, a higher low, a higher low. So, if I had to pick, I would pick the call side on this just for the short term for this week. Right? Any hawkish news, it goes up. You get a $5 call option. That's why all the volume is there. And of course, they write in the negative articles now. Caravana named the worst company of the year. Shares down 98%. There's a lot of people that buy. When they start talking about how negative it is, they start buying it. Right? Hoping. For an option trader, expire this week. You buy with the expectation of getting out. And it's triple witching this week. So everything expires this Friday. So, I mean, that's just a trade with risk management, right? A $500 trade, you have a 20% stop, right? You're risking 100. You say, you know what, I'm gonna sell if I'm down 20%. But on the flip side, looking at just where the FVG is at, the retest up here, it had a higher yesterday at 578. Is at 5 right now. 457 would probably be my stop. If it went to 6 or 7, I think the risk versus reward is a lot higher on the call side.
So two couple of questions. So on this when it's triple witching or with the situation like this, are you still, I mean, are you saying you will buy the calls for the end of this week just because of this particular situation, or would you still be buying a couple of weeks out?
No, I mean, I think because you're gonna get out. If the market is you can do it 2 weeks because you anticipate if the market is gonna be up. But to me, this is with the news, it makes it unpredictable. So most guys are going to be cautious. $500, whatever your risk tolerance is, you got to be willing to risk something on every trade.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, a $500 trade, I'm willing to risk that when the upside is like 3 to 1. So if I can make 1,500 off 500, it's worth it. And if I know my stop is going to be like 450, right? Because that means it made a new low for the day, it's having higher highs, then I was like, all right, I'm risking, 250 or 100. So then it makes it worth the risk versus reward. If you're trading statistically, and I never just buy one option, one asset. So I got a bunch of calls for this week, and I'm willing to risk 500 on each one. Here, I know when I'm wrong, and it's not going to cost me 500 to find out. All right.
Okay.
If it makes you low, I'm gonna exit.
And based on what you said about seasonality, with December normally the last couple of weeks or whatever trending up, are you anticipating that this supposed like the slowdowns in the size of the rate hikes and all of that is what they're gonna use basically to catapult stuff for these last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I mean, that's historically speaking, like they could crash it, right? So I'm still don't know. You know,
Yeah,
this is
yeah, I know we
massive.
can't predict it.
Yeah,
I'm just,
so
yeah.
I'm still gonna be the same risk management. You know, I'm not going all in like, hey, it's going up, but I am, you know, stacking it on my side and taking trades that put me in a high probability, you know, if it goes my route, but I still have my stop losses in place.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm up on some trades right now, the Cisco, the Oracle, and I'm down on the Macy's. So if I get in this trade, it's like at some point before Friday or before Thursday, if I'm up on the trades, I may decide to put a stop in and say, you know what, I'm gonna secure it right now, because then you're gonna have whipsaw too.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have the market going up and down. So at the end of the day, it's just to be, is it a good trade? A high probability.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I'm anticipating the market go up, you know, maybe Amazon or Apple will give me a higher opportunity, because I buy a couple of Apple contracts or Amazon contracts, and I can make a couple of thousand in one day. And that's why people trade the Amazon and the bank, you know, the Netflix. They can make more in a short amount of time without having to wait until the end of the week.